What if a Titanoboa were dropped into the modern Amazon? Could it reclaim its rule over this rainforest? You just open your eyes. Behind you, your mother has already slithered away without looking back. This is the cold-blooded rule of snake parenting, unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. Just born, you are 2 meters long and weigh 10 kilograms, making you the largest newborn snake in history. Yet, in this rainforest, you are also the creature most likely to die within 10 minutes. The river here is only 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius, a full 9 degrees lower than the temperature you need to maintain your basic body functions. The cold is making your movements sluggish. Before you can even adapt to this world, a rustle in the reeds brings your first life and death test, an adult caiman. As a newborn baby with basically zero combat power, survival instinct drives you to sink into the water and hide among the tangled tree roots, narrowly escaping death. However, the crisis is far from over. As a cold-blooded animal, you cannot generate heat yourself and can only steal it from your environment. The freezing river water keeps draining your body temperature. If this continues, you will become completely paralyzed from hypothermia, eventually ending up as an easy meal for a predator. The will to survive drives you to look toward a dead log on the water's surface, where direct sunlight is shining, your only hope. You struggle to swim over, but your limbless body is awkwardly heavy, like a soaking wet, heavy carpet. Failing time after time, yet trying again and again. Finally, on your 5th attempt, you successfully climb onto the log. Warm sunlight soaks through your scales, and sensation returns to your stiff body. Your hazy brain clears up as well. For the next 3 hours, you lie motionless like a solar panel, absorbing heat while observing this cruel world. Here it is kill or be killed. There is no middle ground. Hunger strikes. Your body's energy reserves are nearly depleted. If you can't eat within 24 hours, your body will start digesting its own muscles. You lock your sights on a catfish and strike suddenly, only to miss completely due to a lack of experience. Your 2nd attempt fails as well, and precious energy drains away with every wasted strike. The hunger grows even more intense. Just 6 hours after your birth, your 3rd strike finally lands. Your sharp teeth bite firmly into the prey, and your body bursts with an instinctive power you've never felt before, a lethal constriction. You can clearly feel the fish's bones crushing piece by piece under your body's squeeze. This is your ultimate weapon for dominating the rainforest. 3 weeks pass, and by preying on fish and small caimans, you grow at a rapid pace, reaching 3 meters in length. Through countless encounters on the edge of life and death, you have learned how to survive. You evaded an encounter with a jaguar, steered clear of a patrolling adult green anaconda, and held your breath, lying in ambush for 40 minutes, in front of a massive black caiman. Your survival odds have upgraded from certain death to a slim chance of survival. By the time you grow to 4 meters, you are already able to hunt adult capybaras and have established a place of your own in this lake. However, new threats follow soon after. On this day, the scent of blood from your capybara kill attracts a giant python. The rival attempts to steal your prey, but this time, you choose to stand your ground. Although the opponent sizes you up and feels uncertain of victory, it ultimately chooses to back down. This is the first time you've used your sheer strength to force a stronger competitor to retreat. Soon, the dry season arrives. Prey becomes scarce, and territorial conflicts escalate. In a fight over prey, relying on your superior strength, it takes you 40 minutes to strangle a 6-meter-long green anaconda to death and devour it whole. From this point on, this lake becomes entirely your kingdom. However, the lake will eventually dry up, forcing you to migrate to the broader main river channel. By now, you are 10 meters long and weigh 600 kilograms. Yet, in this new territory, you encounter the true apex ruler, a 4-meter-long, tank-like, massive black caiman. You didn't act recklessly. Instead, you spent 3 days studying your opponent's habits. On the 4th day, while the caiman was distracted hunting, You launched a deadly ambush from behind. This was a battle where your life was on the line. The caiman's death roll and lethal bites narrowly missed your head several times. But you were larger and more powerful. After a 35-minute constriction struggle, you ended the reign of the old king and swallowed this former ruler whole. 2 months later, after fully digesting the caiman, your length surged to 11 meters, and your weight reached 700 kilograms. You became the undisputed apex predator of this watershed. The entire ecosystem recalibrated because of your presence. Jaguars steered clear of your territory, and other caimans retreated. When you surfaced to breathe, everything fell completely silent. A 60-million-year evolutionary gap was filled by your savage growth. However, your massive size also brought new problems. You had already grown to 13 meters and weighed over a ton. You had to be careful at all times to avoid dying from overheating under the sun. Ordinary prey could no longer meet your energy needs. You set your sights on a behemoth tapir weighing over 200 kilograms. You spent a full 18 days, like a top-tier assassin, learning all of this tapir's living habits. At dawn, you launched a long-planned attack. The tapir's death struggles even broke one of your ribs, but it was all in vain. After an 8-minute-long constriction, you won this epic hunt. It took you 6 full hours to swallow this massive body whole. Then you sank to the bottom of the river, entering weeks of digestion and dormancy. When you woke up again, you had become a near mythical existence, a living miracle. The Amazon rainforest was never prepared to welcome such an ancient king, but with your sheer power, you forced the laws of nature to bend before you. 60 million years of extinction history ended with you, and a new era was ushered in by your presence.